I made a mistake in the past of having so much data but not utilizing it at the best possible way. So your strategy should always be with a lead gen strategy of collecting and then optimizing. Always be data centric first and then optimize next.
What's up, guys? I got a very special guest here. Fernando, one of the OGs in the affiliate space,
Thank
my
you,
man.
Thank
We're
you.
hanging out here in New York City at Affiliate Summit East. Ian, thank you for joining me, man.
Well, it's about time. I thought you were going to interview me at like Pelican and at Barcelona.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I would run into you in the club, and that's where I would see you. We'd talk about it, and then we'd be like, okay, let's do it. And then,
you don't always meet me at the club.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
So man,
Next question.
You just came in. I just saw you in Barcelona 2 weeks ago in the
Yes.
club, actually, literally. And then you were in Portugal
Yes.
after Affiliate World.
For 2 weeks, yes.
What'd you think?
Dude, I love it there. It's amazing place, very hilly. Reminds me of like Colombia a little
Lisbon
bit.
or Porto?
I went to Lisbon and then I went to Algarve and Alvor, and beautiful places. I really love the food there. It's all really good
fresh.
seafood.
Oh,
Fresh.
it's so good, man.
So good.
It's not like
the
Colombian
wine. Oh no, Colombian food.
Well, let's not make Colombia sound bad, man. I'm excited to move there next week. So.
Good.
Yeah, no, I was actually in Portugal in last year, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Dude, I mean, it's just the weather. The sun doesn't set till like 9 p.m., which is crazy because you're like literally on the rooftop and it's like 9 o'clock. You're like, what? It's still late? It's crazy. You know? So yeah, I love it, man. Food, the ocean views, the women there,
The
beautiful
people.
Yeah, agreed.
It's cool,
agreed.
man. So tell everyone your story about how you got into affiliate, lead gen, all of the things, because you're one of the OGs in this space.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good story to tell. I think everybody finds it very inspirational. So when I first started in the online space, right, I didn't really think of myself as a marketer or the position I'm in right now. Because I started with 3 jobs and I wanted to really just have one job at the end of the day. I was a call center agent, a human resource manager, and a waiter on the weekends. So I was literally working like 7 days a week.
You got started in call centers, not even as the traffic side.
Yeah, nah, dude. Yeah, dude. I was, because when you grow up the way I grew up, especially with like Asian parents, they always want you to be like, hey, go to school, finish college, do this, be a
Traditional
nurse.
path.
Yeah, traditional path.
You're Filipino?
Yeah, I am Filipino. Yeah, but
From
luckily,
New York?
what? In New Jersey, Jersey City.
close enough,
Yeah,
yeah.
just across the river,
Yeah.
right? But again, I wanted to just get rid of 2 jobs because eventually my goal is to just have one job, and everybody's like, oh yeah, you'll have one job. I'm making good at that job, but then eventually I've been climbing the job so fast. I went from call center agent to analyst to senior analyst to like the VoIP analyst, right? And next position would be director. But I was not able to get that job even though I applied for it so many times, and I knew I was qualified for it, but they would never give it to me because I think I was just too young. I was like 22.
Where was this?
Advantage, yeah.
Here in like Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then eventually, after getting rid of those 2 jobs, I was like, you know what? If I can get rid of 2, am I able to get a last one, right? And I'm like, okay, let me take this risk. I had 3 months of savings, and then I got into affiliate marketing through Google first, doing tax.
What year?
I want to say, let's see, 2004.
2004?
Yeah.
When did they start running AdWords?
Dude, 2002.
2003?
Well, 2002. I remember 2002 when I first started.
It was like you and Gary Vaynerchuk running like 5-cent cost per click.
I did watch his, those shitty wine videos back in the day he had, but I mean, yeah, he's still doing it.
He cleaned up, man.
Yeah, now
He
it's
banked
professionally
by
done.
like 32 off Google Ads.
Yeah. So, and then I took the risk, and then I was like, all right, I did it. And then eventually I got into depression and all this shit because I didn't think I was like doing well enough. I always thought, oh, I got it during luck. It was perfect timing because I really didn't have a skill set of marketing, right? So, but it's all compound learning, and that's kind of how I got into it. I mean,
So where did that go from there?
to now, well, I mean,
That's like, dude, almost 20 freaking years.
yeah.
So what happened, let's walk me through 2010 to 2015. So you're running offers from 2004.
Well, so 2010, I first sold my first software company, OfferSnitch, right? OfferSnitch was a tracking platform that
Yeah, how'd you skip all this? Like, wait, hold on. You were running Google Ads a second ago, and then you had the software. You exited the software.
Yeah.
Fill that gap real quick.
So I was just running campaigns. I remember working with Google Ads and Neverblue. They helped me with my campaigns. They assigned me a strategist, and then I was just running lead gen, mostly in finance, more of like the insurance, subprime area, taxes.
Your own landing pages, or
Yeah, all landing pages. Yeah, it's all landing
so you
pages.
posted data like old school webhooks, but everything was.
I mean,
no Zapier.
Yeah, no Zapier. Yeah,
no Zapier.
I mean, I remember my first Google campaign was ringtones. I made so much money in ringtones, right? Like it was
I remember
crazy.
that's how old I am, man. I had ringtones too.
Yeah, ringtones was the one. And then, I mean, I did a lot of stuff from blogging. I did a lot of info marketing. I did, white label. I pretty much did everything online. I signed up for every service that's also signed up. So, I mean, there's so much I've done. eBay, everything online. That's what I've done, right? So, I mean, one of the things I did was just to go backtrack a little bit. When I started eBay, it became pretty successful that everybody wanted to buy in bulk, but I was not able to handle customer support. So I Googled how to make money without customers, and that's how I found affiliate marketing, right? And that's why where I'm at today. Yeah.
So you built a SaaS, and then was that like a spy tool almost, or
No,
was
it was so the biggest issue back in the day with affiliate marketers that landing pages or offers would go down, right? And the network would never tell you. So there might be this 15, 20-minute gap where the page go down, you're sending traffic and you lose money, right? For people that are doing $100 a day, it doesn't really affect them, but for people that are spending like a couple thousand a day, it affects me, right? So I made this tracker where it would detect the page, take a snapshot of the page, look at the HTML code, did it redirect to another offer, and then it will just be like, hey, this page changed. This was a timestamp when we noticed it. And then I can always be like, hey, you owe me X amount, at least credit, for the traffic I spent, right? And the other main reason is I noticed one network was stealing from me, right? So I would notice my link URL changed URL parameters, especially the affiliate ID.
They redirected it.
Yeah, they redirected to another, yeah. And it would happen exactly every day at a specific time. And I'm like, why does this dip happen, right? Again, for somebody that's doing $100 a day, that doesn't really affect them. You don't even see it, right? For a person that sees high volume, when you see a small dip every day, you're like, why is that happening? So I was curious, so I'd always look at it. But this network was literally stealing like 0.051% of my traffic.
Skimming just off the top.
Yeah. Not even shaving, just,
straight skim, automatically in their code, just cut them off from these hours.
Yep. And then I sold it to venture fund in Atlanta. Moved to Atlanta for a year, and then after that, moved to Florida, and then did affiliate marketing. I mean, you asked me what do you want to know? I did everything. I sold 2 software companies, sold software code. I mean, I do Amazon.
What about I know you're with Jason.
Yeah. More recently, I'm with A4D now. I basically oversee the network, helping both publishers and advertisers scale their businesses. To me, this is a new venture, right? Because being an affiliate, you're just constantly media buying. You're always having ups and downs. And for me, I'm at a point in my career where, what does Ian Fernando do next, right? Does Ian Fernando build another software company? Does he do this, right? So this might sound ignorant, but sometimes like I get bored of making money, right? If I make a product,
that sounds ignorant.
I mean, like by the time I make a product and I make it $100, I'm like, oh, I made it $100. I can probably scale it to 10K a month. But then I'm like, that doesn't excite me. It
doesn't fill the cup for you.
Yeah, exactly. So
what does excite you, man?
I don't know. That's why I'm figuring out. So during the pandemic, I started consulting a lot. I'm hopeful to talk to a lot of CEOs, get what they wake up every morning to. Jason was just reached out to me to help their publishers grow on their network, and then eventually I oversee now the network full scale. And I think this is a good challenge for me because even though I've ran businesses and with team, this is a very different dynamic because it's in something that I already do. since I know both publisher side and I know both advertiser side because I used to be an advertiser, Nutra, and all this other stuff, I see both dimensions, and then how do I amend them together to make it a nice, really boutique network for like the high ballers. You know what I mean? So it's a good dynamic. Jason gives me a lot of good feedback. You know, it's like his insights in like business is very interesting. It's just because the way he looks at it at such a micro level as to why are you running this versus not doing that, right? And it's very like micro.
Very like meticulous.
Yeah. So he breaks it down, and instead of me, like I can see the end picture. The problem is I'm going through a tunnel, but I just don't see the roadblocks. Whereas he's like, well, let's just take 2 steps forward.
We dissect the problem.
What happened in 2 steps? Why did we're not able to go forward? Are we moving forward, back? Right? Was it a wall? Was it a bump? How big is that bump in front of you? Right, that's how it is. Where I'm like, oh, I see it. Let me just run. But then I'll just hit the wall. Then I'll figure it out. Let me just feel the walls a little bit. Feel the walls a little bit here. That's how I do things. Whereas he actually looks at, well, there's a puddle there. Should we patch up the puddle first so we can run? Right? The way he thinks is very, very unique, and I really appreciate how he's been teaching me so far.
Do you enjoy the learning process with him or the work more?
Conversations, I guess, so learning, right? Because the way he looks at it, again, is very, it triggers something in my head that I haven't had in a very, very long time, right?
It's like stimulating.
Yeah, stimulating. Like, he makes me think. And then even though I think I'd done it the right way, what he's expecting, he comes back with something better. I'm like, I knew I should have done that, right? And I'm like, I knew it.
Now you know.
Yeah, now I know. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're growing?
Right now, I am in discovery mode, so I don't think I haven't grown in a year and a half so
Did you
far.
feel like you were growing before?
Oh.
Or did you feel like you were...
It's still, I think I'm just still in this mode of, even at A4D right now, even though Jason gives me the feedback, the conversations are very unique, but I also have to grow the network, right? So there's that balance of, am I growing, is the network growing, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little difficult to really say, but I find it exciting, but for my personal growth, I'm pretty much still stagnant there.
If you didn't do this, if you stopped doing everything you do right now and you never needed to work again for money, what would you do?
Man, so this is a very tough question because I don't know, because I've done everything. I've traveled. The one thing I wanted to do was basically travel, and I've done that. I've been a digital nomad for the past 8 years, living full time.
You did it before, it was cool. It was like you and Tim Ferriss.
Well, dude, even my first international trip was to Panama, then Morocco. Morocco, I actually got jumped the first time. So
that's part 2.
Yeah, but I mean, I've traveled, and now I have my time and freedom. But everybody's telling me, Ian, you should have a family. I'm like, I work so hard for my time. I'm not sure if I want to give it up yet. You know,
It's a huge sacrifice.
I know. So I'm not sure yet. So
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
If it is the right thing, you'll know.
Yeah,
Right.
dude. Like I said, like when I moved to Sao Paulo, 2 weeks into it, I'm like, this place reminds me of New York. I want to stay here. So hopefully that will come up.
Where have you lived outside the U.S.? Colombia, Venezuela,
Yeah.
Sao Paulo now.
Yeah, Peru, Philippines, Cambodia.
Long term, like
long term. Okay, so Vietnam,
Not
Philippines.
quick, not short term stays.
Yeah, so Vietnam 2 years, Philippines 2 years, Thailand a year, Colombia 2 years, Dominican Republic 2 years, and then now Brazil.
6 months?
6 months, beginning this year, January.
How would you rank those in order from, not counting Brazil because it's only been 6 months, how would you rank those destinations in order of like your favorites to your least desirable?
It'd probably be Vietnam first, and every other country. So Vietnam, Philippines, Dominican Republic. I mean, Vietnam just because the food. I love the food there.
It's delicious. You can fell literally for breakfast.
Yeah, I mean it's just so cheap too. Like you can literally eat for a whole day.
People are awesome and super safe.
Yeah,
That always is nice.
I agree for sure. So, but Brazil, I'm definitely gonna put in just top 5 just because, again, I went there and I felt like, damn, this is my place. I just felt instant home. It just felt home for me. So.
Do you feel like you went to Colombia after? Not after, it was like cool to go as a nomad.
Well, I was there in 2015. So
originally,
my first time.
So you saw it before.
Yeah.
It became what it is today.
Yeah. So I mean, I remember going there during Christmas holiday, and I remember this person just was like, "Hey, come over. We're gonna have dinner here. Let's play some chess. And at that time, it obviously just a stereotype of it being so dangerous, but I went and just felt super comfortable, and that's how I feel like it is now, right? But it's all about the personality, though, you know. So
What else do you like doing, man? Obviously, well, actually, why do you like traveling so much? What interests you about it?
so for me, for my brain to be engaging, I need a different scenario, right? In order for my brain to learn or pick up, like I need to see something different where I'm uncomfortable, right? So the fastest way I learn a language is usually I go back to that country, and your brain has this intuition of survival for the first 2 weeks, that the absorption rate is so fast that you can learn anything pretty fast within that first
It's like
2
the
weeks.
subconscious is more
Yeah,
open
yeah.
and receptive.
Yeah, because your brain is like, your brain needs to be more open to see what's
Heightened
around you.
alert.
Yeah, correct. Like, what do I need to absorb? What do I need to not absorb? Where am I on the map, right? You absorb that so quickly. So I try to take advantage of that 2 weeks. But the traveling for me is because my brain needs stimulus, right? Once I get too routine, I'm like, I need to go travel up north or somewhere here. But at least Brazil is so big that I can move around, right?
You speak obviously English, Spanish, Tagalog.
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 Yeah.
Yep, obviously, I don't. Some Portuguese. It's
Some
getting
Portuguese
there.
is getting there. Yeah.
And then what else?
I speak a little Arabic. I speak a little bit of Vietnamese. Vietnamese, even though I speak it, right, they don't understand it for some reason. It's probably a tonal thing. And then a little bit of Thai.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So that's who I am.
What are you excited about now? Like today, here it is. It's August, basically, 2023. What are you excited about personally and professionally?
Personally, I want to see where I can be. Like that is like once I hit that discovery mode, I'm like, oh, Ian, this is what you're gonna be at. I think that's where I'll be excited. But in the meantime, for me, I just need to get my physique going. I'm getting old. I'm shrinking. You know,
Do jiu-jitsu, man.
dude, everybody
You
tell
can
me
eat
jiu-jitsu.
whatever you want if you do it.
Dude, everybody tell me. Even Brazilians tell me, do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you live it,
jiu-jitsu.
dude. Come on, bro. You're killing me right now. There's no reason you shouldn't be. You're in the Mecca.
Yeah, I know.
Easiest way to stay in like pretty darn good shape and literally eat and drink whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, I drink every day. That's my problem too.
This would actually solve that.
All right, what professionally?
Yeah,
Professionally,
man. Professionally.
I'm not sure yet. That is all in question. I don't know what I would want to be, or I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
I feel like you're on the hero's journey. Like you're on like a quest.
Yeah, it is.
Like you're doing like these side quests and
Yeah.
you just haven't figured out where you're gonna land.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. You know, like I don't meet a lot of people that are in my scenario where some people were like, oh yeah, I have this, now I'm doing this, and they're excited about it. Whereas like, I can do those things, but they don't excite me, right, anymore. Like I need something that's like exciting and stimulating and challenging. Like,
You ever thought about doing like some kind of like charity, nonprofit work, service work?
so when I was living in the Philippines, I was gonna do an accelerator. But the reason why that bored the shit out of me is because there's so much red tape in the Philippines that I was not able to get up my accelerator. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to
The
do this.
bureaucracy in
Yeah,
the
I don't wanna-
Philippines
yeah.
ruined your
Yeah.
social work.
So I'm like, nope, I don't want to do it. You know, but I don't know. We'll see. You know what I mean? So
You like teaching, right?
I like coaching, not teaching. Right? I'm not a good teacher at all. I'd rather be I'm a far better coach just because I can see like, oh, your campaign, you've launched it, your landing page, you've actually have a little knowledge. Let me now just try to guide you in this path a little bit, right? So I'm a better coach, not teacher for sure. 'Cause I'm very impatient. I can't, when a person tells me like, what's a landing page, I'm like, here, take your money back, please. Right? I can't deal with it, you know.
Well, you're at a point where you got to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose.
You pick and choose, yeah, of course. Like when I work with clients and during the pandemic, like I would only have like a couple clients, but they all pay me like 5 figures a month, right? Because luckily for me, my name and my brand, and obviously like after conversations and talking to them on the phone, like they know that I'm not a bullshitter. So
What else should people know about you? What's like a last idea or even like word of advice you want to share?
I used to be a breakdancer.
Can you still do it?
I
We
can.
can get some footage.
I used to be a choreographer. So I used to do dance classes back in Jersey. I used to run a dance class when I was in college at Lock Haven. and I used to be a breaker.
How's your bachata and salsa?
My bachata is very good since I lived in Dominican Republic. Salsa, pretty okay. I just have to pick the tones up. The swinging and stuff I can't do in salsa. Yeah. So everything else I'm fine. Yeah.
Any words of advice for let's talk to the affiliates. So share a piece of advice for someone new to the affiliate space or thinking of getting in, and then share advice for someone that hasn't reached your level of success but is on their way up.
I think for both would be to collect data, right? I've made the mistake in the past of having so much data but not utilizing it at the best possible way. So your strategy should always be with a lead gen strategy of collecting and then optimizing, right? I think that's the huge mistake. I know for me, I've had millions of records and I've really sold them in real time because my argument was like, oh, why should I do $10,000 extra a month when I could spend more effort and make $10,000 extra a day?
The front end.
Yeah, exactly.
This is literally what I'm working on.
Yeah, so it's not always be data centric first and then optimize next. So yeah.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you. No,
Let's
thank
tell
you for
the
having
next party, the next event, the next club.
We'll
probably get more footage of him. Let's see.
me. No. You won't meet me at a club. You will meet me at a conference like we are now. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Of course, thanks.
That was cool, man.
Thanks. You're
Appreciate
good.
it. Yeah. Let me know, like, if you have any.